Hey guys, welcome to Traditional Bow Hunting Wilderness Podcast. This is Jason Samkovic. Today we're going to talk about the best deals you can get on the Thermacells and Thermacell replacements and things like that, and the best way to use them efficiently. Okay, now that I'm down here in Georgia, this Thermacell things have become part of life for me, whether it's in the woods, which is where I carry the Thermacells, or around the house where I'm using this Nightcore one because of the fact that this does not require fuel. So it's kind of a nice feature on this. It is battery charged is how this one works. It has two of the, what do they call it? The 21-700 batteries is what this thing uses. Two of these babies in there that you're seeing, and it's been fantastic. I really enjoy this, especially for around the house when we're out in the backyard, things like that. It's just nice. It's functional. It does take Nightcore or Thermacell pads will fit right in this and push right through, so it works great. And I get about 6 hours of run time out of this, which is perfect for the house, and then I can recharge it and run it. So I use this one at the house a lot here when we're out there doing things. So that one works really good. And like I said, probably works great in the field too, but a lot of times I need more run time for my hunts than what I'm getting out of this. And but it is a fantastic feature, and it will recharge your phone, so these are very nice. I like that Nightcore one. I have three of the regular Thermacells going back many years, but we have this one, and then I have the newest one is on my pack in my truck right now, which I showed you in my hot weather hunting video and how I have that one set up. But the Thermacells are amazing. I don't need to explain to you how they work and how simple. It's really easy. You got an on and off button on here, and then you got a little igniter button. Okay, it's all there is. Fuel goes in the bottom right here. This one might even have a fuel in it. Again, a Nightcore one runs on batteries, so it's just pads. This one got a fuel bottle in there. Yes, so here's a fuel bottle. It screws right in the bottom of these. They all work the same way. Fuel bottle's here. Fuel bottle goes into here, screws into the bottom, just like that. That goes on, you're set, and then the pad slides. You take your pads and slide them right into here like that without the wrapper on it. And then you turn this to on. Fuel's going. Press this a couple times. You can see it in here. It heats up. You can see the light blinking, and then it's hot. And 10 minutes later, it's repelling everything. So they work fantastic. Okay, no doubt about it. Now, when it comes to running them, that's the part that I wanted to look into deeper to figure out. Because again, with as much as I'm spending the time in the woods, this thing and being a way of life for, basically eight or 9 months a year that I'm out there, I have to be running something like this. I wanted to see what the most efficient thing to do here was and the best way to go about it. So we got a bunch of refills in here. Got a single pack right here. We got a big 300 pack here. So let's look at this and think about it here in reality. So we got the Thermacell units. Okay, well, it takes 3 pads and 1 bottle of fuel to equal 12 hours. Everything is basically based in hours on here, hours of run time. 3 pads and 1 bottle of butane is what you're going to get for 12 hours. That means you're going to get 12 hours out of here. 4 hours out of each pad equaling 12 hours, okay? 4, 8, 12. So that's basically the way that this is going to work for you. So there's a way we want to use it to be the most efficient, and there's a way we want to buy this stuff to be most efficient. We want to break that down. So when it comes to using them in the most efficient manner, once you screw this in, you're good. You can leave it in there until it runs empty. Okay, you don't worry about that. But the pads that are in here, they are basically, you're not going to put a pad in here and then leave it and then use it for a little bit and then expect to use it a week or two later next time you go hunting and have this pad still work as well. Okay, it's gonna dry out. It's gonna be the problem. So with these pads, which are in here, you want to kind of think in 4-hour increments, somewhere thereabout. So if you're going to do a 4-hour sit-on stand, you can put in a pad, slide it into your unit here. I think this one's got a pad in it too. It does. I'm going to push it out. Okay, so you can take your pads and you can use these and figure you're going to get about 4 hours of runtime. So if you're going to be sitting on stand for 4 hours, you can take this with you, pop in a new pad. You already got your fuel cell in there, but you put your pad in. Now you're good for 4 hours. and then it's pretty much going to be dead. But if you're doing 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours in the evening, you might have to, replace that pad. You might get by, if the mosquitoes aren't bad midday, you might get by all day with one pad. But in order for the efficiency, you want to kind of figure out what you're going to use based on that. Well, it is a combination of one of these and 3 pads equals 12 hours of use. These can be left in indefinitely and not be a problem. These, once you use it, you're only good for you'll get a couple of days. I have had a pad in there, used it for 2 hours, and then not used it, and then used it a day or two later, and it still works. Okay, I was okay. I don't know about much longer than that. So now there are also ways to refill all of this stuff. I'm not messing with all that. I'm not getting into all that crap and dealing with it and having to pop this out and drill things out and re-put caps in and fill it with different butanes and soak these and then put them in different baggies. I'm just not messing with all that stuff. Me personally, I'm not that worried about it, but I still want the most bang for my money. So when you look at one set here, let me just move these things out of the way so they're just out of there. Okay. So if this is a 12 hours, it's 3 pads and 1 butane tank, that's 3 hours here. This is a kit right here that is, or 12 hours, this is a 12-hour kit. It's got 1 butane thing and it's got 3 pads. This sticker was bought at Walmart in 2014, so almost 10 years ago. Was $6.27 for this, almost 10 years ago. Is it still good now? Yes, it is. It's going to work just fine. Some of these are probably older than that. But yes, but it was $6.27 then. Now they are not. Best price I could find was $8 for this single kit. Okay, so I went on Thermacell's website and I looked at theirs because they were pretty close to what you're seeing in the stores. It wasn't like many places where the manufacturer website was a lot more money. No, they're pretty good on prices compared to like Amazon and things. Now I'll put links to these on Amazon for you because Amazon, like I said, was faster shipping, free shipping, and free shipping if you're a Prime member, and it was right there for you. And the prices were similar. If not, they were actually cheaper for these on Amazon than they were on Thermacell by about $12. But so anyway, you can buy it as a single individual 12-hour pack, all the way up to a 300-hour pack. So this one here, this one has 3 pads and 1 butane tank. Does this say what it's got in there? How many of what? It has. It's got 75 pads and it has 25 cartridges in here. So I went ahead and did the math. Okay, I figured stuff out for us. Total cost plus 4-hour increments, things like that. So what do we got? This setup right here, running with a 3-pack, which is what's in this box here too, but 3 pads, 1 butane tank. If you buy them this way, you are going to pay $8, which is the best price I found for one of these, but $8, that's going to be 67 cents per hour. Because remember, you're getting 12 hours here. 67 cents per hour. And if you are to run it for a 4-hour interval, again, because the pads last about 4 hours, and most people are going to hunt for, let's say you're going to be on stand for 4 hours, or 2 hours in the morning where you need mosquitoes of your 3 or 4 hour sit, and 2 hours in the evening where you might need the mosquito protection for your 3 or 4 hour sit. Any way you cut it, we're basing it on 4 hours because of the life of the pads. On 4 hours, this one will cost you $2.67 for 4 hours. May not seem like a lot of money. But during deer season, if you're like me and you're going to hunt 5 or 6 days a week and you're going to hunt 8 hours a day, that starts to add up. It gets pretty expensive. That's $5 a day, that I'm spending for that. Heck, I think, isn't that what it costs to smoke cigarettes? Like $5 or $10 a day? I mean, it's not cheap when you start thinking about $5 a day. That's a lot of money. But that's if you're buying it in this method right here as a single. So they also make a 36-hour pack. Okay, so you're going to basically get, it's the equivalent of 3 of these packages, 3 sets of this, and that 36 one costs $23. That takes it down to 64 cents an hour. So you save 3 cents by going to a 36 pack of these, which is probably the one most people are going to buy. They're going to be like, I don't use it that often. I'm going to buy it by the 36 pack. It's only $23. That's a good deal. And they're going to buy it. Well, it's going to take you from 67 cents for a single to the, or from the 12 hour to go to the 36. You go from 67 cents to 64 cents per hour. And your 4 hour price is now $2.56 for 4 hours from a price of $2.67. So you're saving 10 cents for every 4 hours, basically. Now they also make 120. Now they also got some 72s, but Thermacell's website didn't offer those, so I'm assuming those are carryover, and when they're gone, they're gone. But they go from 12 hour to 36 hour to 120 hour to 300 hour. Okay, well then we go up, jump up to the 120 hour. You're at $45. Okay, and then you're going, but now here's where it gets interesting. You're at $8 for this for 12 hours. You're at $23 for 36 hours. 120 hours is $45. Okay, people are going to be like, well, $45, that's a lot of money. But let's look at the math. Okay, we go from 67 cents an hour to the 36 hour one is 64 cents an hour, not a big difference. From the 36 hour to the 120 hour, we go from 64 cents to 38 cents per hour. And for a 4 hour run time out of a 120 hour pack, we're at $1.50. Okay, where at the 36 hour pack, you're at $2.56. So now you're saving $1 every 4 hours. That's huge. That's a very big difference. So at the very least, the 120 hour is a tremendous bang for your buck. The 36 hour is really the same as buying this. It's not worth it. Don't buy the 36 hour one or the 12 hour one. It's not worth it because you're still at that 256 or 267 for 4 hours, and you're at that 67 cents, 64 cents per hour. But the 120 hour one takes you down to 38 cents or $1.50 for 4 hours. It's well worth it. Now the 300 pack, based on Thermacell's price, which again I got for $10 cheaper or $12 cheaper on Amazon, but even at the Thermacell price of $100 for 300 of them, okay, they were $99.99 on Thermacell's site for 300 hours. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot of hours in there. But for 300 hours, I went to 34 cents an hour, and for 4 hours, it was $1.33. You take in that Amazon price, I'll bet that drops it down to probably 30, maybe 29 cents. I didn't add it up, but 29 cents and maybe $1.10 an hour. So let's just leave it at these, at this price. We go from the best price of $1.33 for 4 hours of runtime versus $2.67. So literally, this is half the cost. Literally half the cost as what running a single is. So it's much more valuable to you to buy them in higher quantities. And again, the 36 hour is not even that good of a deal. You want the 120 hour, which I do not own. I will only buy them in this. This is how I will buy them. I will go through them a lot. I will buy them this way for all purposes. Matter of fact, Thermacell just reached out to me after they saw my hot weather gear and wanted to talk to me about affiliates and things like that. I'm not doing it. I pay for my own stuff here, and that's why I always recommend things to you guys and do all that, so I'm not doing that affiliate. And I have my own Thermacells, and like I said, I actually make more from you guys buying the stuff on Amazon links when you buy this stuff than I would through any affiliate through anybody else anyway. It's more beneficial to me, so it's not worth my energy to do that stuff. But point being, for me, I bought this. I bought all these things, and I will continue to buy them in this zone. If you are somebody that lives in the South, this is the way to go. If you are somebody that lives in the Midwest and in states where you're dealing with a lot of mosquitoes still, this one or the 120 hour are the way to go, because you're looking at 38 cents an hour or 34 cents an hour for this, or the 120 hour. 120 hour, 38 cents an hour. And the 300 hour, 34 cents an hour. If you are somebody that uses it occasionally, very seldom, then maybe it's worth it for you to get the 36 or the 12 hour, but you're doubling your cost. And keep in mind, I showed you, this is almost 10 years old, this pack. if I were to put this in today, it will still work good. Some of these in here are probably still pushing 12 or 13 years old, and you know what? They're gonna still work because your pads are individually sealed, so they're completely sealed up. Your butane never goes bad. So realistically, I don't see a reason to ever buy a 12-hour version or to ever buy a 36. Your money is better spent on the 120 or the 300. So, and to use it most efficiently, plan your stuff out for 4-hour increments. That's what you're getting out of this pad. Okay, that's the key note here is about 4 hours of burn time on a pad, and you're getting about 12 hours out of a bottle. So food for thought, things to think about with your Thermacells, and how to make them efficient and how to, save yourself a lot of money. So, all right, thanks for watching. And as far as the quality of them or the output, these two versus my newer one, they all work the same. So, if it's going to bother you to spend 20 bucks on a brand new one or 25 bucks on them, get one of the older models. They work the same. They work fantastic. They were excellent. So it doesn't matter which one you get. They all work like a champ. They all do the same exact thing. I use this one just as much as the one out there. It's just as much as this one, and I got no complaints on any of them. So there you go. Thanks for watching.